Hello, this is Two Ladies Midwest Adventures. I'm Jenny, and I am doing my favorite part in chapter 13 of The Hobbit. So, my favorite part on chapter 13 is on page 223. I couldn't quite come up with a good name with it, so I chose a part which is my favorite part. We are trapped. That's what my favorite part is called. It starts here. They would almost have welcomed sounds from below of the dragon's return. In the silence they feared some cunning delivery of his, but they could not sit there forever. Thorin spoke. "Let us try the door," he said. "I must feel the wind on my face soon or die. I think I would rather be smashed by Smaug in the open than suffocate in here." So several of the dwarves got up and groped back to where the tunnel grouped back to where the door had been, but they found that the upper end of the tunnel had been shattered and blocked with broken rock. Neither key nor magic it had once obeyed would ever open that door again. "We are trapped," they groaned. "This is the end. We shall die here." But somehow, just when the dwarves were most despairing, Bilbo felt a strange loosening of the heart, as if a heavy weight had grown from under his waistcoat. Come, he said. "While there's life, there's hope, as my father used to say. And third time plays. For all, I am going down the tunnel once again. I have been that way twice, and I know there was a dragon at the other end, so I will risk a third visit. When I am no longer sure. Anyway, the only way is down, I think. This time you had better all come with me." The desperation, they agreed, and Thorin was the first to go forward by Bilbo's side. "Now, do be careful," whispered the hobbit, "and as quiet as you can be. There may be no Smaug at the bottom, but then again there may be. Don't let us take any unnecessary risks." Down they went. The dwarves could not, of course, compare with the little hobbit in real strength. They had made a deal of puffing and shuffling, which echoed magnificently alarming. But though every now and then again Bilbo in fear stopped and listened, not a sound stirred below. Near the bottom, as well as he could judge, Bilbo slipped on his ring and went ahead, but he did not need it. The darkness was complete, and they were all invisible, ring or no ring. In fact, so black it was that the hobbit came to the opening unexpectedly, put his hand on the air, stumbled forward, and rolled headlong into the hall. There he lay, face downwards, on the floor, and did not dare to get up, or hardly even to breathe. But nothing moved. There was not a gleam of light, unless as it seemed to Bilbo. When at last he slowly raised his head, there was a pale white glint above him, and far off in the gloom. But certainly it was not a spark of dragonfire, though the warm stench was heavy in the place, and the taste of vapor was on his tongue. At length Mr. Bergens could bear it no longer. "Confound you, Smaug, you worm," he squeaked aloud. "Stop playing hide and seek. Give me a light, and then eat me, if you can catch me." Faint echoes ran around the unseen halls. But there was no answer. Bilbo got up and found he did not know in what direction to turn. "Now I wonder what on earth Smaug is playing at," he said. "Now he is not at home today, or tonight, or whatever it is. I do believe of Oin and Golin have not lost their tinder boxes. Perhaps we can make a little light and have a look around before the luck turns." "Light," he cried. "Can anybody make a light?" The dwarves, of course, were very alarmed when Bilbo fell forward down the step with a bump into the hall. And they sat huddled just there. He had left them at the end of the tunnel. "Shh, shh," they hissed when they heard his voice. And though that helped the Hobbit find out where they were, it was some time before he could get anything else out of them. But in the end, when Bilbo actually began to stamp on the floor and screamed out, "Light!" at the bottom of his shrill voice, Thorn gave way, and Oin and Golin were sent back to their bundles at the top of the tunnel. After a while, a twinkle gleam showed, and returning, Oin with a small pine torch, a light in his hand, and Golin with a bundle of others under his arms. Okay, and that is my favorite part in chapter 13. I wish I could still keep going, but I ran out of time, so stay blessed, make the world a better place one person and one moment at a time, and like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers so we can start beekeeping, like the bee is showing up right now. And now he goes. Okay, bye-bye.